Happy Saturday. So today I'm doing some chores. I need to get some things done. It's the end of the growing season. I have a couple of things that I need to get done. I figured I got a good 15-20 minutes to blow. So I wanted to come on with you guys and do it together. So today I have some old propagations or things that need to be potted up. Some things that need to be cleaned. Like I need to clean some pots so that I can repot a couple of things. So we can do it together. How about that? So I'm in my bathroom and I'm using my bug spray, to clean out my pot. I want to repot one of my, actually my Hoya, the Hoya Louis Bois. I want to repot that. You remember I had to propagate a part of it because it was tripping. So I'm cleaning the pot now, kind of getting it plant clean, not food clean, but yeah, I want to get it cleaned up so that I can repot. So I have 2 pots in here that I'm actually cleaning up. So I use the bug spray because one, if there's any little critters or anything like that in it, it'll kill it, which is most likely not. But this bug spray has alcohol and soap in it. So it does a good job of cleaning things out really well. And I just use a little napkin or paper towel to get it clean. It's like I said, it's clean enough. It's not like, you know, food ready. So we're gonna go back into the plant space and get some things set up. Like I said, I have a couple of things that I want to do today. I'm not sure if this is a good way to do this, but we're gonna do it like this anyway. So a couple of things that I need to clean up. One is, you see this area here. From the camera angle, she looks pretty good, but you can see some yellowing leaves. I need to get rid of those. I got a couple of, you know, dying leaves that I need to pull off. I don't think I really have much watering to do because I think I watered a little bit earlier today. I got some buds coming. Look. Oh my goodness. Oh, wait, can you see that? Right here. Girl, get it together. We're gonna do that the right way. Let's see. Maybe if I pick it up, Yvette, that would be smart. Okay. Note to self, let's not do that ever again. Okay, I'm gonna bring it to you. My crinkle 8 is going to bud again. Or she's gonna bloom again. So she's blooming or not blooming. She's budding. And she might need to be watered probably maybe by the weekend, but she's doing so well. Now the thing is that she's not putting out any more leaves quite yet. She did a couple of leaves over here, like within the last couple months, but this is probably her 3rd time blooming this year, at least the 3rd time. So I'm excited. This one isn't that impressive. This one looks like it might get there, but yeah, I'm hoping that she pushes out some more leaves. I think she likes to be watered a little bit more, but anyway, we'll keep it moving. My Manjula really does look good on camera, but she's struggling a little bit. So I just need to pick off a couple of her leaves. If they're coming off easy, I'm taking them off. If not, I'm leaving them on. This one came off. You notice it is the big leaves that are coming off. Yeah, that one doesn't want to come off. That one doesn't want to come off either. All right, so yeah, this is what she's looking like so far. I'm noticing the big leaves are turning yellow. she might need to be watered. This is such a tricky one, right? Like when she's good, she's good. But this is my second repot of this year. So she could be responding to that. And I honestly think the leaves that I propagated her with are just dying off. I think that's what's happening. I am getting new leaves, but all of those leaves are small, so it's making the plant feel like it's smaller. I do think that I'm not watering this enough too, and it's not because I'm being negligent. I'm just nervous because it's a bigger pot. So I think I'm gonna start watering this a little bit more. Matter of fact, I think I might throw it in this tray and put some water in this right now. So I want to put these two back together. You know, my big thing this year has been about creating ease in my life. And ease to me is having less pots. So what I'm going to do is I took this out of this one because she was doing poorly and I needed to reroot her. So I cut her, the bottom of it died off. I rooted her in here, which is, you know, fine, but this is not ease. So I'm going to take this and put this in with this one, and we're going to have one large plant. She's growing. See how she's pink at the end? She's growing. I'm going to have one big one. One other thing that happened recently, and you know, I wish I had recorded that because, yeah, but I have two big planters, and this is the Carnosa and the Princess, and love these. The other one is my favorite. But this one, I noticed the Carnosa grows fantastic. She puts up with all of my shenanigans. But the Princess was being a princess. And she's gonna bud too. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Look. Is that focusing? Okay. Oh, she's a little heavy. I ain't even gonna hold you. If it didn't, I'll put a picture in. But what I noticed was you see, it's not a lot of princess in here. It was a whole lot more princess in here. And what was happening was her water was collecting down here. And so the Carnosa is down here, but the princess was not. And so she just wasn't getting watered. Even though I was watering it, it was draining off too fast for her. So what I did was, let me show you. Okay, so the first thing I did was I cut it. I took and cut off some of the propagations and put them in water and got them to root, which was fantastic, right? I figured if I was gonna save the plant, you can see she's doing well. She even has peduncles, and yet she's still doing fine in the water. Like she didn't skip a beat, to be honest with you. So what happened? Why did I cut it? I noticed it was going soft, and no matter how much I watered it, it was still going soft. So I was like, oh, I want to save my plant. I cut it, put it in water, and you know, with Hoyas, they don't need a node. Their stem will root out for you. So I just stuck it in water and went on about my business. So I left a piece of the plant in, and I could show you an example. So I just did the same thing to my Mathilde. My Mathilde was turning yellow. I couldn't figure out what was going on with her. I was watering her, and no matter what, her leaves were still really soft. Like these are still soft. Like I should not be able to bend that like that, right? So because they were soft, I was like, what's going on? I cut it and left a piece still in the dirt, which is what I'm doing here, right? I pretty much cut this all the way up. You'll see, I'll show you, I have little propagations of the Mathilde all over the place. So I will water this sometime soon because I just watered it not too long ago. It's not even lightweight just yet. But she's still just struggling. Like, I can't believe she's still soft like this and turning yellow. Like, I don't understand what's going on. So I'm going to see how she's going to do. I'm going to leave her like this for a little bit longer and see if she's going to bounce back, because her stems were so long. I don't know that her root system could handle as much as she had. Maybe she needs more roots, I don't know, but I'm gonna see what that's going to end up doing for her. So I'm gonna just clean her up really quickly and put her back where she belongs, and I'll probably water her before the weekend is out. Okay, so I cut the propagations, left the mother plant in the soil, and I went and checked on the mother plant about a day or so, maybe even like a week later, and she was still soft. And I was like, ugh. So what I did was I just ripped the whole thing out of the dirt and was like, okay, look, we need to figure out what's going on. You can still see some of the damage to her that the wrinkling caused. Like, even though she's very firm at this point, she still, you could tell where her cell walls were damaged. So what I did was I just took the whole thing out of the soil and just stuck it in water. And I really, out of desperation, I was like, okay, well, if I have any chance of saving this thing, I didn't know what to cut off. I was like, I don't know what's dead or what's not dead. You know, if you don't know what dead roots look like, it's hard to know whether brown root, just because they're brown don't necessarily mean they're dead. So I took it out of the soil and put it in the water. And if you notice, those whiter leaves, not leaves, child, roots. The whiter roots, those ones like this, these are the ones that are alive, and these are the ones that are viable. So they're growing off of whatever is alive in here. Nothing has rotted, even in water. Like, this is being propagated in water. So this is a good example right here. I don't think that potting the whole thing up is going to be a problem. My biggest fear, even then, was that I was going to cut off viable root. Now, to be fair though, the Hoya is going to make a way. It's going to figure out how to live. So I'm not really worried about it. I think I'm gonna just take the whole thing and put it in the soil. What I'm gonna have to do though is I'm gonna have to keep that soil fairly moist, because now she's gotten used to being in water, and I don't want to kill off the growth that I have on here already. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, the chores that I'm doing today, we're gonna chat while I chore. The chores I'm doing today is I'm going to put these back into the planter. I'm going to pot the Louis Boy back together again. And I think I have 2 more projects that I could do. We'll see if I have enough time to get those done. So let's go ahead on and get started on that. Yes, you can see me good. Okay, the first thing I want to do is probably get rid of that. Let's move these out of the way. And oh yeah, I got an example of that right here. So here is a piece of the Hoya. This is the princess, Carnosa princess. Oops. Look at those roots. Beautiful. Now let me tell you, I'm feeling these roots. I always thought Hoya had very fine roots, but baby, this is proving me wrong. Like, I think I've been doing it wrong the entire time. Look at that. Beautiful roots. And I didn't even have this totally submerged in water. It was so short that I was afraid to put it in water because I thought it was going to rot. So I just had it sitting above the water. The leaves were sitting here, and the stems, you can see this. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So this is part of the Matilde that I started rooting just a couple weeks ago, actually, and she has firmed up. Her leaves are really firm. They're not bending at all, and they've greened up really well. This I just stuck in the other day because I just cut the other piece the other day. So what I had was it's sitting in there just like that. And so this is above the water, and the root was inside the water. Now sometimes I would top it up and let it be really close. I would top the water up to here. But for the most part, it was just hanging down in the water or hanging close to the water. And let me tell you, it sensed that water and started pushing roots down. And I've had no problems. This thing is so firm that there is no bending of this at all. So I think you could honestly grow Hoya in water with no problem. I really do. I really do. I have always believed that Hoya did not like to be watered a lot, but I honestly think you could grow them in water. I think I should try it. I think I'm going to pick something and I'm going to try that. Not this. I'm not going to pick this and try that, but I think I will pick something and try that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put this back, and if you can notice, look, there's no nodes there. It's barely stem. It actually is growing roots from the very bottom of that stem. Like, there's no nodes there. It's just growing roots out of there. Hoyas are awesome. Please don't sleep on Hoyas. If you have decided that you never wanted a Hoya, oh, you are so missing out. Now this, I just put in, was it yesterday? Day before yesterday? I think it was yesterday. You can see I hope you can see that. She is really wrinkled, like really wrinkled. She's very soft. See how pliable she is? Like you shouldn't be able to do a Hoya like that. If I were doing this, it should have cracked by now. But she is very dehydrated. So I'm going to keep her in. I'm going to actually put her a little bit of her in the water. Just so that she can get the water that she needs. And I'm going to leave it here for another week or two and see what she does. Okay, so, oh, let me show you this though. Can you see this here? Yeah, you can. This was the mother, so I had two of them. This was one mother plant right here, and this was the other one. And both of them were not doing fantastic. So as you see, this one is soft. This one is still a little soft. So I think I could probably do a better job at keeping her moist. But the Carnosa, I don't know. The whole thing is soft. Maybe it needs to be watered. That's what I'm thinking. Maybe it needs to be watered. This is perfect then, because I can water it after I finish putting these back in here. Okay. Don't cut up because we got company. Don't do that. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna put these in here. Okay. So I wanted to do my chores with you guys today because, as I've told you before, this is the time of the year where things get a little tricky for me. The sun is, we don't get as much sun during the day, and it starts getting cold. And to be fair, like, I could literally just cuddle up under some covers with a book and stay there until the summer comes back. If there was a life that allowed that, I might take it. But that's not typically what one can do as an adult. So I find myself, girl, you are in the way. And you got nerve to be rude with it. I find myself hibernating quite a bit in the winter time. Which, is not the most terrible thing in the world. Okay, so I'm gonna put these in there too. Oh, really? That's how we doing this today? We are not. I promise you, we are not. So since I know that I tend to want to hibernate, I like to, remove some of the obstacles that might make, my plant life difficult. So this is part of the reason why I want to reduce. Look at those roots. They are so nice. So yeah, so I wanted to kind of make sure that I was setting myself up for success and, you know, trying to reduce some of the pots that I have. Well, as you know, some of the propagations did not, and this is the finished product. I think they are spread out a little bit better, which is perfect. I probably need to stake down a couple more of these. Let me do that. Okay, so I'm just gonna add some of these little sticks, I guess, sticks, whatever. Stakes, I don't know what you call them. To keep them from jumping up and shifting too much. This is what she's looking like. Yay us. Okay. So I have this plug that fits in the bottom hole down here. Fits in this hole right here. And I'm gonna put this in for the time being, just so that she can retain as much water as possible and she won't be leaking out. Just for a little bit. So the next one I'm gonna do is this one. I'm a little nervous about this. I don't know. Yeah, what I didn't want to do was disturb these roots too much, because ooh, I think you can see. Yeah, I had a little pin holding the old piece in, and that just sort of died off. So this is actually drier than I like it to be, but that's cool. Yeah, so I can see the old pieces of dead stuff in here, the carcass. Okay. Ooh, look at those roots. Yes. Okay, the only thing I really want to do is take off the sphagnum moss. And to be fair, I think I could probably put this sphagnum moss on top, because this she did okay with this sphagnum moss. What I don't want to do is, if there's roots going in this sphagnum moss, I don't want to rip them off. But I feel myself doing that. So I'm going to stop. And I'm going to let this do what it do together. Put that together. Put a little bit of this at the bottom. I see a little bit of soil. So, whoop, I don't want anything covering up any leaves. Whoop. I'm nervous. Why am I so nervous? I think because this plant is so precious to me, but I don't like feeling like this. I want to feel confident. Don't. Okay. This soil is so chunky. It might look like I'm doing damage, but it's so chunky that I'm really just taking the air out of it. Really. It's just kind of settling in those little spaces. And it has such fine roots. Now this definitely does have fine roots for sure. But yeah, this one, oh, she's cute. Okay. Sometimes what I have to do when I have like little pots like this, or I have plants that like to stay moist and I'm trying to maintain it, is I will start with the sprayer, and just to kind of get it started, and then once I feel like it's, you know, has soaked that up, then I'll go back and water it, because sometimes the water just rolls right off and it's not getting watered. There's been so many times when I'm thinking I'm really watering a plant really well, and I come to realize that it's not doing much of anything. So sometimes I have to kind of play with it, get it started, like get it somewhat moist, because you know this sphagnum moss can play tricks on you. Get it somewhat moist, and then it'll start soaking up, and then I can water it with. So I'm gonna just hold off on putting this back, because I feel like if I put it back, I will forget to water it, and she needs to be watered for sure. I really like that sitting up, but she doesn't seem like that's her jam right now. Okay. You cute. You cute. You cute. You cute. Okay, so another project that I have for today is to combine all the things. Look at that though. Those roots. So this is my SCINDAPSUS Silver Splash. I love her. She is a welcomed addition to the family. I really, 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 really love her. So when I first purchased her, this is the mother plant. And you know, she just had stuff going all kinds of ways, and it just didn't have a good shape to her at all. Now, she was healthy. By no means was she not. She was very healthy, right? But I just didn't like the shape of her. Like, these are plants that you kind of almost need to curate. That's what I'm coming to realize about SCINDAPSUS. So SCINDAPSUS are fairly new in my collection, meaning that the oldest SCINDAPSUS I have is probably like a little over 2 years old, and that was the Exotica and the Silvery Ann. And so I purchased a lot of the other ones, well, a couple of other ones later, but this one I just got this year. And so I just didn't like the shape of her. She wasn't giving full vibes, but I could tell she was a fast grower, right? So I cut her up, probably, oh gosh, I didn't label anything. That was real smart, Yvette. Well, this says 7/2, so that would have been July. So I did, maybe. I'm going to go with 7/2, right? Because it has the name on it too. These were wet sticks, and even now my wet sticks are growing and has leaves on it. Like, that is impressive, because you know they don't even have roots. So of course she's in sphagnum moss, so I got to get her out of sphagnum moss. One of the good reasons, I don't need a good reason, but one of the reasons that I am pushing to get this done now is, you already know that I tend to, I don't want to say forget my plants, but I tend to be more focused on other things in the wintertime. Like, I'm knitting a sweater right now. I'm knitting a sweater right now. I'm reading a book. I'm doing other things. And so when I have free time, you know, I don't have as much time to dedicate to my plants. Even though I come in here and I spend a lot of time in here, I still want to make time for other things. I want to love on my plants, but not like it consume all of my free time. So this is in sphagnum moss. This is really difficult to keep up with, the sphagnum moss. I spray it regularly, probably once every other day, but I want to go out of town soon. I can't maintain that. I can't, you know, maintain this if I'm going out of town. So I need to get rid of this setup. The water setup is not bad. Like, if I had this in water, it would be, now see, this is drying out already, and I just sprayed this. You could see water droplets at the bottom. I just sprayed this the other day, so we're gonna get that out of there. This is just like, poor thing. She is so ready to get out. She's growing and everything in here. This one too, she's growing. You can see little babies coming in at the bottom. She's growing really well. But yeah, these had the weirdest growth on them. I was like, I don't like that at all. These leaves, some of the leaves were coming in upside down. I was like, what is going on? So we are going to up pot these and put these in this pot here, right? She didn't do too bad. Did I repot? No, I didn't repot this one. So she didn't really do too bad. Yeah, like I said, my main goal was to try to get as many plants together in one pot as possible. I did not want, I wanted to have as few duplications as possible. I don't mind a duplication. Oh, wow. That is crazy. That is crazy. Look at that. Wow. She was really ready. Was she not or what? She was so ready to come from up out of there. Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't get the memo. My bad. But this soil is nice and loose. This is really nice. So this was one I got from Ed's Plant Shop, I think. Oh man, I wish I had wrote on that. This thing is really nice. She was very root bound. She was really ready to come from up out of there. So I'm not gonna do too much. I just wanted to kind of, I don't know, pull some of this soil from up out of there. We're gonna plunk that in there like that. Ooh, look at us doing cute things. Okay, we're gonna need more soil, but that's cool too. We're just gonna take this as is, because she already know what to do. We're just gonna pull this out. So yeah, I'm trying to reduce my work, my load, right? If I have to water, I mean, not that if I have to, but when I go to water my plants, I want to be able to get through the watering of my plants fairly quickly, right? Like have less pots and have less things that if I decide not to come into this room at all for 2 or 3 days, or if I decide to leave out of town for a little bit for the holidays, then I'm not going to come back to a bunch of dead plants, right? I want to, I want to reduce the amount of drama that I'm causing to myself. Like it really is not easy to come home to a bunch of dead plants. Like that's really difficult to deal with. That in real life, like, you coming off a vacation and you coming home and on the whole ride home, you thinking, oh God, I hope this isn't dead. Oh God, I hope that's not dead. That's not fun at all. Ooh, get it, girl. Ooh, look at those pretty roots. Ooh. Oh, this is one thing I love about SCINDAPSUS is, boy, they put out some nice roots. There is no mistaking when you have good, healthy roots on a SCINDAPSUS. So yeah, I wanted to get these out of this sphagnum moss and get into some soil and let her do what she's gonna do in this soil, because I want a vacation, or at least go away for the holidays worry free. Oh, this is 2 different things. I probably should wet this. And what's in here is just some juicy juice and water. I call it juicy juice. It's just the vitamin water. What is the stuff I use? Oh, why I want to say Dynagrow. That ain't it. I'm gonna tell you in a minute. Hold on. Yay. And look, I'm not going to stress myself about trying to pull every little piece of sphagnum moss over here. Some of this sphagnum moss is going to go in this dirt. Okay. Yes, trash. Okay. So yeah, I'm trying to get as much of this done before the end of October. So I will be doing right much. I got a whole section of roots right here that are just jammed up against the edge and they don't have any soil near them. So I don't like that. I could see that drying out. Ooh, ooh, this poor little leaf right here. She just made it in this world, but I'm about to take her out. But look, she's still wild looking. She's still wild looking, but she looks better. Kinda. Child. This one leaf right here. This one leaf is kind of making her look a little like, girl, what's going on? But I love it. I think she's going to grow in really well. I have a cute little spot for her. What I did was I took all the propagations and put them in the same spot so they would get used to the same kind of light. And so I think she's going to be fine over there. She's got a clear pot so we get to see her roots. I think she's going to do well. I'm going to water her in. She's not dry, but she's definitely not moist. And I'm trying to mentally take note of the weight of her pot. I think this has been my biggest downfall with my new repots is that I had gotten used to the pots that they were in, so I could pick them up and tell when they were, you know, if they were too light, that it needed to be watered. And it's really hard to do that when you just repot. For some reason, for me, I don't know. For some reason, I don't have that down pat just yet. But I think that's what's wrong with my ooh, child. I think that's what's wrong with my Manjula, is that I can't really tell that if she's dry or not. I guess I could stick my finger in the soil, but it's really hard to tell with this chunky soil. So yeah, I'm learning. Ooh, I see roots up here. That's not good. I need you to cover all that up. You got all your business out here in the street. I got faith in you, girl. I believe in you. You can do it. Okay. Okay, we are getting rid of some of the duplications. All these little pots. So this is that repot just reduced 4. I got 4 cups or 4 containers down to 1. This one is my Hawaiian POTHOS. And I'm going to, I literally found this the other day, just dry. It ain't had no water in there. And I have, so this is from my, oh wow, she's dry. This is from the propagations. This is Thelma and Louise. You guys remember Thelma and Louise? The biggest 2 leaves are the newer ones. The Thelma and Louise ones are the ones that are at the bottom, all the way down there. So I think these 2. So this leaf is the newest one. So those 2 are Thelma and Louise down there. But I also have some Manjula in here, and I have some in here. So this is one of the drawbacks to doing wet sticks all together, is when they're just sticks, it's hard to tell what they are. So you gotta wait till they leaf up so that you know what they are. So I happened to get it wrong twice. Or not wrong, but just not right. So yeah, I think what I'm going to do is, this is some, she is feeling real thick. What? I don't know why this is so thick like that, but that's nice. This, I think, is a piece of jade. I don't think this is golden. I think it's jade, but I have her under a lot of sun, or a lot of light, I should say. But I honestly think this is jade. I don't have a problem mixing the jade and the Hawaiian together. Now this is Hawaiian, but I think this is jade. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pot the Manjula together and the other POTHOS together. So we are going to reduce these 4 pots down to 2. So let's get her done. So this is going to free me up quite a bit because I do still have a lot of different little cups. After this, I think I got 1 propagation cup here, 1 there. No, I still got a lot. I still got a lot. Because I am propagating some some ZZ plants. I'm propagating some snake plant, and I'm propagating some peperomia, which are all, for me, slow growing plants. So it might take a while for that to happen. So I'm not really rushing that. They are in water. So in all fairness, I can actually leave them and go on vacation and they will be fine. I'm probably more concerned with the ones in these little cups of dirt than I am about the ones in water. Now, look at that. When I look at these sticks, it's really hard to tell the difference between them. How in the world was I supposed to know this was going to be Mandula? I had no clue. Now, sometimes this becomes the hard part. It's separating them because their roots like to kind of go together and stick to each other. And this one was kind of dry, so it probably would work a little bit better if they were not. And it's sticking to the soil. Girl, I know you don't want to go. I know, but I got a whole new family for you over here. Just chill. I know, it was really nice. She's like, no, don't take me from my friends. Girl. I have come to realize, I don't think I noticed it till just now. Repotting is a little stressful. I promise you, I don't know that I've ever noticed that before. But I do feel a little tension. And I shouldn't. I shouldn't, because this is good. I mean, this is actually, girl, what? This is like like untangling yarn. Yeah, because that's the other thing, is that for me, I kind of have to, amp myself up for this time of the year. It still is rather bittersweet. I love the holidays though, so I really do look forward to the holidays. Because I get to see my family, so I love the holidays. But it is sort of difficult to let go of summer. I don't think I'm a winter person, although I love me some good sweater weather. I do, because I love a good sweater. But I don't think I'm winter. I'm not winter person. I like some aspects of winter. And I love fresh falling snow, right? I like the idea of winter. But actually living in winter conditions and having to navigate life in winter, no thank you. Get somebody else to do it. I don't like it. I don't want it. So yeah, I actually like repotting. I'm surprised that I'm feeling tension, but I am. So one of the things that I've been doing here lately with myself is I've been trying to pay attention to how my body responds to, certain stimuli, like news or, information or just anything, right? And so I've been trying to kind of pay attention to that, because I have been dealing with a lot of stress and it's not good for you, right? And so I'm trying to notice the stress. The funny thing about it is, stress for me shows up, and if you normalize it so much, you don't even realize that you're stressed anymore, right? I have had dentists comment on the state of my teeth, like, do you clench your teeth? And I'm like, no. And they're like, you are rubbing down your teeth in the back. And I'm thinking, really? I don't really think I'm stressed. And so I have been trying to really pay attention to that, because I think I've been a lot more stressed than I realized. It's showing up in areas of my life that, you know, I'm not fond. I'm not a fan, you know. And so I don't want that. I want to live more of this. Is why I'm pushing for me to have more ease in my life, because, you know, stress can kill you. I mean, that stuff is for real. You know, we think, oh, you know, work hard, play hard. But let me tell you, just play hard. Just forget working hard. Just play hard. That working hard, fool la la, that ain't serving me well. It ain't giving. And so I gotta let some of that go, because I want to live a long life, and I want to live a long, good, healthy life. And so I gotta figure out a way to kind of reduce some of this stress in my life. Which is why I love my plants so much. But, you know, even that can be a little stressful if you're not careful, if you're not paying attention to the things that are stressing you out. She is so cute. Look at her, y'all. Okay. She is so cute. Don't hurt him now. Don't hurt him, girl. That is cute. Okay. All right. So yeah, I'm trying to reduce the amount of stress I have in my life. Like, you know, life is hard enough than making it harder for yourself. Like, I ain't trying to do all that. Girl, what you got going on here? You got a whole piece. See? I'm going to let you live, but baby, you is on thin ice. She got this little teeny piece of root. I don't know how long she been in here, but she been in here for a minute for her not to have, for her to have this little bit of growth. Like, she been in here for a minute, so she's skating on thin ice. Anyway. Okay, she cute. She cute. She fell in line real good. Look at that. She's cute. Oh my goodness, it feels so good to just have one pot. It feels so good. My shelves look a little empty, but maybe because half of the stuff I got is on the floor watering. But yeah, I'm trying to think, was there anything else? No. Did I get all of it done? I kind of did. Wait a minute. No. No, I did. Oh, I do have one more. I have one more. Let me see if I could do that now. You guys are going to help me stay. See, this is why I love y'all. Y'all gonna help me stay accountable to myself. I have one more. Okay. I got one more that I'm working on. But I am afraid to. I'm not even gonna hold you. I'm afraid to fool with this, because I remember when I potted this up and I felt like it was just a bunch of cuttings and some soil, and I don't want to disturb that. And so, but I have these 4. These are sticks, wet sticks. So these might not be so hard to get in. They are rooted, I believe. One of them is growing a leaf. So they are rooted, but it might be a little hard to. These are definitely rooted. And this little one literally is just, she probably could stay in here and would be fine, because she probably doesn't have much going on. She might have the biggest root system out of all of them. And then, of course, these here that definitely need to get into some soil. They've been in this water since July. And this is the one that was dry. I walked over there and was like, wait, why is this floating? Like, what is going on? There was no water in there at all. So it's like, girl, it's time to get these in some soil. So I am a little nervous about going in here because I don't want to disturb. I don't want to disturb this at all. Yeah, look at this. This is crazy. What is going on here? What? Why? What is going on? This is rooted and looks like it has a growth coming out of it, but it's just sitting on top of the dirt, not doing anything. So that's scaring me because I'm thinking like maybe I should just, instead of putting it in here, maybe put these in here. And actually this one is Silver Splash, it looks like. I don't know, that's giving me Silver Splash vibes. Okay, the Silver Splash I think does not have a rim on it. And the Exotica looks like it has a silver rim on the outside. Yeah. The Exotica is giving me silver rim on the outside. So I think this is Silver Splash right here. Ain't that a hot mess? Okay, here goes a spot right here. So I'm trying this trick. I'm not sure if it's gonna actually work. But if it does, we gonna do these for a couple, because I was thinking about starting whole new plants just so that I don't have to disturb the roots. Yes, I feel better about my life. I feel better about my life. All right, that relieves me. The rest of this is Exotica, and I really don't want to create a whole new pot. I want to put all of this in this pot. I really do. Oh, what? See, I keep finding these. I keep finding these little teeny pieces that, oh gosh, this is just a whole bunch of roots right here. No, I'm not. I can't do it. I can't do it. Can I just push it to the side? I guess what I'm trying to do is just kind of get my hand on the side of the pot and push it in, right? If I could push it, not move. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, okay. 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 Okay, all right. Now I'm gonna put this in, and then I'm gonna stick these little sticks and stuff in there with them. So, really? This comes with soil, but I'm gonna take some of this soil out and then I'll just backfill it with this. Okay. The roots on her, it looks good. You look good. You look blessed. Uh-oh. Yeah, it's a lot of little sticks in here too. Some of these ain't made, not now move. Now this one got a little piece of, now to me these could probably stay in this cup. But these other ones, they coming up out of here. We getting her done today. I can't with this cup. This is doing nothing. I can't with that. If you ain't got no roots by now, I don't know what to tell you. Here I go trying to give it another shot. Like, oh, you can do it. I'm going to put all of them together with this, and they can grow all together in one little happy family. But from now, all the rest of these bad boys, these are going in here. Now, I'm going to take this along with this, and I'm going to stick this in here. Yes. Okay, sis, what you doing? Talk to me. Help me. Help me help you. Okay. Ah, why? Okay. Yeah, some of these we just gonna have to we're gonna have to trust that they're gonna figure it out. Good. She got a little bit more fullness to her. Even though these leaves are probably gonna die off really soon because they were the leaves that helped to establish the root system, and so I think they're gonna just probably leave out of here real soon. Okay. I feel good about that. I feel good about that decision. Yay. Okay. I'm loving that. I am loving the fact that all of that is done. Now, what I'm going to do is I am going to repot. I'm a little nervous because this thing is little. So you'll see once I pull this out. This thing was the smallest stem. Look how small that stem is. And you know what? Yeah, I'm assuming this is a SCINDAPSUS, but I still don't really know. I think it is because of that leaf, but I really still don't know. But I'm gonna put all of this together because I see little spots on her leaf, so I think it is a SCINDAPSUS. This is stressful. Did it? I like it don't want to do what I told it to do. All right, this whatever this is growing this way. I don't know which way to put this. So I'm gonna just, and I guess we will try to keep this alive still. Yeah. Child, who knows? All right. Okay, you guys, I have gotten my, I keep finding little pieces. Ugh. This is firm. Okay, yeah, we're going to just stick it in here and see what she do. I'm going to stick it close to the edge so that way I can see if any roots come out. I have gotten my planty chores done. All right, so I actually do need to pot this up. I keep putting it off, and the reason I was putting it off was because, yeah, I don't know. I didn't want to disturb that plant, but I really would rather get it done and get it done now so that I can check it off my list of things to do, right? So this is my SCINDAPSUS Moonlight Trubii, and she is so cute. She has grown in so well. I'm so proud of her. She is trailing. She is trailing like crazy. Look at that. So I don't like that it does this. But I understand to some degree what it's doing. I definitely take advantage of it, right? I could cut this right now, right here. And I could root this right here, this empty node, root these two. But I don't have any on the end, so I don't want to cut it just yet. I also, look at that. Look at the root system. That root system is ridiculous. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. I love it. Now I just watered this. Why does it have little dry patches in here? Okay. Stuff is flying everywhere. I don't know why. She has a yellow leaf that she doesn't want to let go of, so I'm not going to force it. But I did just water this plant like a couple days ago. She's got a lot of babies coming in here. Ooh, look at all that green, pretty green. So I'm trying to find a spot to put the, I'm trying to find a spot to put this in, because what I don't want to do is put her in and disturb anything. Or I'm going to just stick this in the side of the pot and push the dirt to the middle, and then I'm just going to slide that right on in. It's dirt up under my fingernails. Woo! Girl. Oh, it's not that bad. Okay. It's a lot of roots in here though, sis. You probably should have had that out. But this thing is so root bound. Look at the bottom of that. She's so root bound. Look at that. That is crazy. I'm just removing some of it so that I can squeeze it in this little spot in here. Don't do that. No. All right. So I got a couple of little roots that are trying to come up to the top here that I need to not only push down, but I think they're gonna figure out their way down, but that, okay. I can't tell you exactly where it went. I think this is it right here. I think. I don't even know. I think this is it right here. This was the new piece that got in. So, she cute. She cute. This is a new leaf right here. Oh, she's so pretty. Okay, well you guys, I have finished my chores. I'm so excited. That means that I get to free up a little bit more of my time to do other things. I love that. And I need that, right? I just need that. Just trust me when I tell you I need it. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited. The holidays are coming, and this is the time of the year where I really love to read and knit and do other things, cuddly, soft, like warm, cuddly things. So as much as I love my plants, their season is spring through the summer. But the fall season and the winter season is time for the plants to kind of come a little lower on the scale and take a step back. So I think I'm going to start doing things like cutting some of the light. I'm going to change my lighting to reduce some of the light during the day. Like I have my lights on from about 6 o'clock till about 11 or 12. I kind of alternate. But I think I'm going to reduce the lighting. And definitely I'm going to reduce some watering. And that's going to make it so that, oh, it's a big hole. It's going to make it so that I can do some traveling and I don't have to worry about my plants, you know, kirking out, because they are used to having, you know, light 14 hours a day, or, you know. So I think I'm going to do that. I know I'm going to do that. I did that last year and that worked pretty well for me to some degree anyway. And so I'm going to do it again this year. Also, one thing I'll be doing soon too is maybe not right away, but in the next month or so, is I'm going to go back and spray all of my plants again. I'm considering doing that, spraying all of my plants with the sulfur and letting them sit the winter with the sulfur on them. I'm considering it. I'm not saying I'm gonna do it just yet because I haven't really seen any buggy boos, so I don't really think it's necessary, but it might be done for prevention. So yeah, I'm going to, matter of fact, I'm excited. I'm listening to a book right now. It's called Cashing Out. I'm going to finish reading. Oh, I'm listening to 2 books. One is Cashing Out and another one is Rest is Resistance. And I can put the link to those in the description in case you're interested. Or if you are, just let me know in the comment section. I can tell you, I can give you a link to those books. Really enjoying those 2. Knitting me a sweater and drinking plenty of tea and coffee. Just so I can stay warm. Because it's starting to get cool. I'm wearing long sleeves on purpose now. So, gotta enjoy it, right? All right. So thank you guys for hanging out with me today. I got some chores done. I'm so excited. I've been putting it off and I'm glad I finally got it done. So thank you for hanging out with me and I will see you next week. If no one else has told you, have a great day. Bye. Oh, I guess I just cut it off. Yeah, girl.